Hey, what's up, friends? I hope you're all doing well. So, this is my review of the games on June 12th. So, the games that were played was between Nigeria, South Korea, Germany and Spain, and France against Norway. So, first game was Nigeria against South Korea. So the question here is, can South Korea recover from their defeat against France? It's quite a beating, 4-0, so they need a good result here to stay in the group, pretty much. And for Nigeria, hopefully they can build on. There was a loss, but it was a tight loss against Norway. So this is a key game for both teams. The winner here most likely still be in the race for to proceed from the group, and the loser would most likely be out. So Nigeria, they make one change. They start with 18-year-old Chiamaka Enandosi in goal. It's a gutsy move by Thomas Denerby, but I like it, and yeah, she would have a pretty good game. So it starts off in the 9th minute, Opara Noti with a good header, but the South Korean keeper was right on her, so she made a good save there. And then in the 23rd minute, Lee Mina with a shot that goes just wide. And then in the 29th minute, an own goal by Korea's Kim Do-yeon. It's not the only own goal today, but it's a devastating goal to let in. Up to that point, Korea had a pretty good handle of the game, a lot of possession. But after that goal, Nigeria takes over. They feel a little bit heavier when it comes, and feels a little bit more dangerous. It feels like the South Koreans are a little bit too lightweighted here in the first half. So the possession is 45 to 55 Korea's favor, and attempts are 4 to 5, but where it counts, 1-0 to Nigeria. Now in the second half, in the 49th minute, Ji Soyeon gets booked, and then a few minutes later, Korea make a double substitution. Hyo Minji and Moon Mira comes on instead of Jong Solbin and Lee Mina. And in the 59th minute, Korea gets a goal, but it gets disallowed for offside, and it is offside, but it's a very tight offside. Good call by the officials, but yeah, it's really tight. Then Rita Chikwelu gets booked, and then Nigeria makes a substitution in the 65th minute. Halimatu Ainde comes on instead for Chinasa Uchendo. And at this point, Korea has a lot of possession, but they don't feel dangerous, actually. So Korea makes a substitution here in the 71st minute. Wang Boram gets booked in the 71st minute, and then just a couple of minutes later, Asisat Oshuala with a nice effort, she just outpaced the defender and then gets in there before the keeper, and then from a tight angle, squeeze it in. It's a nice goal. So 2-0 for Nigeria. And at this point, I feel the game's over. But Korea makes a substitution, for last push. So Lee Sodam comes on instead of Kang Cherim. And then Nigeria makes a substitution in the 80th minute. Anam Imo in instead for Francisca Ordega. And then they also sub out Uchenna, or Asisat Oshuala comes off instead of Uchenna Kanu, just to secure things up. And in the 84th minute, last chance from Korea is a header from Moon, but the keeper saves. It's a tight angle, but nonetheless a nice save. So the Nigerian keeper, great game, just made one mistake, but she was bailed out by, it was offside on that one. Total possessions are 43 to 57 for Korea. Attempts 12-15. Shots on target 2 to 7. Blocked 3 to 5. Cards 1 for Nigeria, 2 for Korea. Saves 7 to 1. So you can see she had a good game. Chimamaka and Nandozi. And then the corners were 3 to 6 and offsides 1 to 3. So overall, great result for Nigeria, and this is pretty much over for Korea. They need to win against Norway, and France needs to beat Nigeria, and also Korea needs to beat Norway with a lot of goals. So I don't see that happening. So yeah, it's pretty much over for Korea. Now the second game for the evening was Germany against Spain. So before the game, Germany announced that Maruchan is injured. She got a broken toe, I think. So she, if it's really bad, she's ruled out for the rest of the tournament. Hopefully not. Then Simon and Leupolz also comes off, and Schweers, Gosling, and Oberdorf starts instead. Then Spain makes 2 changes. Messier and Nahikari Garcia starts the game instead of Losada and San Pedro. So, but just before the game starts, it starts to rain heavily, and in the beginning, I think Spain handles the weather the best, and they have great technical skills, a lot of passing, a lot of possession, and they get a really good chance in the 14th minute. Nahikari Garcia shoots wide, and you can see the replay that her shot, yeah, she doesn't hit that ball well. A better hit there, and yeah, she could have scored. You see, because she comes free against the keeper. And just a couple of minutes later, Messier with another good chance, but the shot goes wide. Then in the 42nd minute, Sarah Debritz with the goal. So 1-0 for Germany, and I think the Spanish goalkeeper makes a great save first initially, but on the rebound, the defender is weak defense. The ball must be cleared, but opportunistic from Sarah Debritz, and yeah, a goal for Germany. The possessions here is 41 for Germany and 59 for Spain, and the attempts are 6 to 8. Now in the second halftime, Germany makes 1 change. Clara Bull comes on instead of Catherine Hendrich, and yeah, she's only 18 years old, Clara Bull, so it's a great name for the future. Then in the 50th minute, Alexandra Popp with a nice header, but yeah, it goes straight on the keeper. Then a couple minutes later, Lucia Garcia comes on instead of Mariona Caldente. And then Clara Bull with a shot on the keeper, nice individual effort, but shots goes right on the keeper, unfortunately. Then Verena Schweers gets booked, and a minute later, Marta Torrejon with a good free kick opportunity, but it hits the wall, and then ball gets cleared. Then Lina Magul comes on instead of Lena Oberdorf, and then Patri Gujard instead of Sylvia Messier. And Patri Gujard is a very interesting player. She won the Under-20 World Cup Golden Ball and Golden Boot. So if we talk about Clara Bull for Germany, then Spain has Patri Gujard. It's a very interesting player for the future. Then Aitana Bulmati comes on instead of Alexa Putellas. And yeah, she's also an interesting player. Played in the same Under-20 World Cup as Patri Gujard. Then Melanie Leupolz comes on instead of Lena Gessling, and I think this is just to secure things up here. Then Clara Bull with another header, but goes straight on the keeper again, unfortunately. So that's the end of the game, and Germany comes away with a 1-0 win. And the possessions there are 41 for Germany and 59 for Spain. Attempts 15 to 16, and on target 8 to 2. And block shots are 1 to 8. And cards, 1 yellow card for Germany and none for Spain. And saves are 2 to 7. Corners are also 2 to 7, and offsides are 4 to 3. So as you can see, very tight game. Spain had a lot of possession, but it just couldn't capitalize on it. So they were very close, and yeah, it was a tight game. And Germany, they didn't play well, but you know, form is not important. Results are. So didn't look good, but they found a way to win, and that's what's important. For the future here, I think it's looking good for both teams. Spain, it's a little bit tougher. Obviously, they would have won a win here. But yeah, they're gonna play South Africa. No, sorry, they're gonna play China. It's gonna be a tough game, depending on the results between China and South Africa. In Germany, they can have the luxury to afford to rest a few players. I think they might. We'll see what happens here. They might rest a few players for that game. Last game for the day was between France and Norway, and I must say something special for with evening games. The atmosphere is a little bit special. It's dark, and it's another atmosphere. Pretty much. I enjoy watching evening games. I remember the old Serie A games, the Sunday night. That was amazing to watch. So France announced that Gauin comes on from the start. She missed the practice because of that. She missed the last game. She would have an impact on this game, as we will see later. So it starts off with Norway have a great chance on the corner in the 15th minute, but it gets cleared away before it comes to the keeper. Then Diani with a shot wide in the 19th minute. It's a very entertaining game here. It goes back and forth. High tempo. You see, this is two of the better teams in the tournament. It's an excellent game. And then for the first minute, we get a soft shot from Norway, and doesn't cause any problems really for the French keeper. Possessions are 53 for France and 47 for Norway, and the attempts are 9-4. So it's a lot more chances, or attempts at least, from France. France got some corners and free kicks early on in the game. They had a pretty good looks on some of them. In the second half, starts off quickly with Valérie Gauin, 1-0 from Amel Majri. She managed to squeeze in front of the defender and hit that in from close range. No chance for the Norwegian goalkeeper. And then in the 54th minute, the second own goal of the day, and Wendy Renard. And yeah, that's not a great effort from Wendy Renard. She just basically have to steer that one outside the goal, but she just taps it in. It looks, it doesn't look good. There was a funny situation. Then a couple minutes later, Eugene Le Sommer is booked, and then we have this penalty situation where Ingrid Syrstad, she hits the ball and then hits the French player. Now she gets the ball first and then hits the French player. I'm not so sure it should be the penalty. You could argue that it's a bit reckless to come in and but it's on the follow through, and she doesn't. It's unintentional. So I'm not sure. She doesn't have, at least to my knowledge, she doesn't have the Paul Gascoigne technique where he systematically did that tackle where he hit the top of the ball, so his foot would bounce off the ball and hit the opponent's knees just above the shin guard where it would hurt. He had that going on for him a few times. But I don't think she meant to do that. Nonetheless, after VAR, the referee awards a penalty for France, which Eugene Le Sommer scores on. It's a great penalty, no chance for the keeper. And then Norway makes a push. Lisa Marie Utland comes in instead for Irina Sevik. And then Charlotte Bilbao comes off instead of Gaetane Tini. And then to secure things, Delphine Cascarino comes on instead for Valerie Gauvin, who had a very good game, a goal, and she caused troubles all game long for Norway. And then Synne Kines Hansen comes on instead of Ingrid Moe Wold. And absolute last effort, Frida Manum comes on instead for Vilde Boarisa in the 91st minute. And I don't know about these substitutions that late in the game. I mean, what can you do? Well, I guess you could always do Ole Gunnar Solskjær, right? Score a goal in added time. Now possessions were equal, 50-50. So as you can see, it was a very tight game. But attempts 16-5 to France, on target 5-1, block shots 8-1, cards 1 each, and saves 3-1. Corners were 9-5 and offsides 2-1. So looking good for France. And for Norway, yeah, they have a last game there against South Korea, which I think they should win. They have all the chance in the world to win that game, and then they will be guaranteed a spot in the next phase. For France, they can rest some players against Nigeria. Nigeria will have something to play for, so I'm not sure how many players they will rest France, but I would assume that everyone who has a yellow card would not be starting the game at least. So yeah, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next.